Hello, hello, everybody. I hope you are well. Oh no, Phyllis is listening while driving. That's, you might miss out just a little bit. You might want to watch the first part again later. This is coming through. Let's see here. Okay. We are doing something a little different today. Just because I have a new deck. I have a new microphone as well, but I'm not going to use that today just because it has more bells and whistles. It's not just a plug it in and go. It has, it's, first of all, it's, here, let me show you. This is the normal size. Whoops, that's, all right. And you clip that to yourself, all right. This is the new one. Look at this. So yeah, it's a small difference. But anyway, and it's got things I don't fully understand. So I don't fully understand. So I will not torture you. New toys, yes, I will not torture you with that today. I may torture you with that tomorrow. Okay, but before we get into, because normally we, if you're new here, we normally spend the first 10 or 15 minutes, we go over, I take your political tarot and I spend the rest of the hour reading. The thing is though, and often if I have a new deck, well, not that I often have a new deck, but on the occasions when I do, I will often just jump into the readings and then we'll kind of look at the cards as we go. We can't do that today. And I will explain to you why. I got the Morgan-Greer deck and I thought, oh, I like the kind of wood block kind of prints and it kind of reminds me a little bit of this, maybe the 70s, 1970s or something a little, but it's beautiful, right? Beautiful. I love the roses. It'll be great. Yeah? Oh, little did I know. Little did I understand how 70s-tastic these cards are. Oh, they're fantastic. First of all, we have just a random nod to the bicentennial, which I love. Anyone who is anyone who's here who was born in the 80s or later, or even the very late 70s, anytime after 1976, you missed the whole bicentennial run up, and yeah, and my mother dressed me in some really interesting fashions. But anyway, I shouldn't have shuffled these, but it's just habit. Huh. All right, but I wanted to, let me go through some of these quickly then. Oh, that's a good one. Okay, because I want to show you kind of what I'm dealing with here, what we're dealing with here. Oh, boy, I really wasn't paying attention. I really should not have shuffled these. Okay, that's a thing. A couple of these look like covers from 1970s sci-fi pulp. Oh yeah, that's a good one. Hang on. Okay, here we go. And where are my two favorites? My absolute two favorites. Oh, there's that one, and then there's, where is it? Okay, one second. Oh, there's that too. Oh, and then there's that. Hang on. I love this. This is going to be so epic today. Okay. Oh, there we go. There they are. All right. All right. Little did I realize. Little did I realize just how 70s-tastic these are, and I love them. And it's really nice because this guy really does, the guy who made them really appreciates tarot cards. He just does. And he there's a thing in here about, there's a thing in here about how he was, he was interested in tarot as far back as he could remember, and then he was interested in metaphysics and the writings of Jung and Campbell and, you know, all this great stuff. So it's like, okay, that's good, okay. But, okay, so down at the commune, I love the commune guys. I mean, you gotta love that. They are, you know, just working the fields. It's amazing. And you got the magician here. Sweet baby Burt Reynolds. Jesus. I mean, wow. Wow. Okay. We have Mr. Mutton Chops here. And my favorite card in the deck, the Six of Coins, the card of generosity. Mr. Mutton Chops, the generous. All right, you gotta love that. By the power of He-Man. Look at that. We just need Skeletor. Where's the death card? We need Skeletor. He's over there somewhere. Oh, that was one other thing that was in here that was really good. That was really, hang on, because it was right near, here it is. There is one card in here that is inclusive, which makes me happy. And then there's another card which it isn't, but it can be taken as being inclusive, so I like it. How gorgeous is that? Nine of Pentacles. And, you know, these, especially older tarot decks, let alone just tarot decks in general, it's great to at least, I mean, it's only one card, which is sad, but that's a beautiful card. And that's a beautiful woman. Love it. We're all from the same source. And then, I know that's not a pride card, but it kind of looks like a pride card. You know what I mean? It's a Ten of Cups. It's a happy family or what have you, but maybe it's also a pride card, which I think is also awesome. So there's that. Oh, there's more. If you remember back to the 70s, remember when they came out with The Hobbit? He looks like a hobbit. How great is that? Nine of Cups. I love this. I love this. All right. Okay, this is just odd. But okay, we'll go with it. Not sure about the hat. It's not really a crown. It's just more of a hat. I think this looks like a guy from a band. Not sure what band. Fill in the blanks. But I'm thinking band. Okay. We have the round-headed beard. That hair, that thick beard that goes all the way up, and you get the hair down the other side. So it's just, it's like a puppy cut, but on a person. You know? So there's that. And then, oh, the manly, can you handle the manliness? I'm not sure, you know, Destiny's Child had, I don't think you're ready for this jelly. I don't think you're ready for this manliness. I don't know if you can handle it. You got it. Hold on to yourself there for a second, all right? Look at the manliness. Manly men. Manly men. I love it. Look at those strong jaws. Oops. I think that was a cough. Look at those strong jaws. Look at that majestic handlebar mustache. It's just fantastic. Oh, here we go. By the Power of Grayskull. There we go. Yeah, some of these cards are they're just lovely. I love the ace cards. They're chunky, which is great. And then, I mean, they're beautiful. The High Priestess and the Empress. So that is, it's fantastic. All right, then we get these. If you remember the Viking Chariot, exactly. If you remember sci-fi, pulp sci-fi back in the 70s, is that a pulp sci-fi cover, if ever there was one? And then the horror, the pulp horror. I mean, we're in Amityville, people. And then this looks like the drawings in every other children's book I read when I was growing up. I was born at the beginning of the 70s. So you can smell the patchouli. It's beautiful. I absolutely love them, but I'm laughing at how just wood blockish 70s-tastic these are, because they're just great. I really like how they set up this Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you go flying off the end. Wah! And then there's this big hand just cranking that wheel up and down. Justice, let me see if any of these others. Oh, talk about a hat. You ready for the hat? Nice hat. I know it's King of Cups, but it's like King of the Reptile people. I don't understand the hat, but he's rocking it, so I'm good with it. Again, gorgeous, gorgeous aces. Gorgeous ace cards. And I think this works well being closer up on the Two of Swords. So, oh, Three of Swords. Very clear, very chunky. Let's see, King of Swords. Another ace, another good ace. Ace of Pentacles. Oh, here we go. You want to talk about a pick your band. Who's this? What band is this guy in? What band was this guy in? Who is that? If I can get it to. Let me see if I can get it to focus any better. Anyway, there's that. Just trying to see. The Seven of Cups is particularly beautiful, I think. Clear and beautiful, and that's what I do like. These are very clear, which I really like. This is what almost all of my friends, this is what almost all of my female friends look like growing up. If they didn't have super, super long straight hair, they had this page boy. They had this page boy thing going on. And the Tower's pretty epic. I don't know, I'm getting a Count of Monte Cristo vibe off of that. Oh, that guy with the King of the Reptiles guy, that reminds me, where is he? Where are you, guy? There he is. Lawrence of Arabia. Am I wrong? Lawrence of Arabia. Okay, and pretty sure that person was in a band too. Not sure which one, but yeah, it's about the dress. Yeah, but anyway, and that's a little. These are a little. The 9 and 10 of Swords are a little disturbing, but okay. All right, we'll deal. We'll deal. He's absolutely rocking the ponytail. Rocking the ponytail. There's the woman who's on the cover. Another guy from a band. Love the helmet. And I don't, it's not exact, but I'm feeling some Stevie Nicks here. It's feeling a little Stevie Nicks-ish to me. Frampton, there you go. Shag carpet. Elvira, yes, Elvira. So, Ace of Cups, it's right there, and oh yeah, talk about a band photo, a woman's band photo, right there. Look at that. I love it. I absolutely love it. So anything else? Nope, that's the basics. Those are the basics. So I had to share all that, but I will. Yes, Fleetwood Mac. Yeah, one of these guys, I can't remember which one, but it's like very Chris Christopherson. And I'll tell you, I honestly, I know very little about Chris Christopherson. I do know he got his start. He was an audience member in the Johnny Cash show. And he just kept showing up, and he was so devoted that he became friends with Johnny Cash and his wife. And it kind of built from there, but that's when he was very, very young. If you look at really old, like early episodes of the Johnny Cash show, you see Chris Christopherson sitting in the audience. And like I said, I don't know what he was like as a person. Princess Leia, could be. What's the name of the deck? It is the 70s-tastic Morgan-Greer deck. And I love it. I absolutely love it. It is so much fun. It is absolutely fun. Anyway, I don't know anything about Chris Christopherson as a person, but he was not hard on the eyes. Let's be honest. Then again, a lot of these good-looking men from back in the day, they were not all of them, but there were certainly a great deal more sexism and harassment and nasty stuff. But all right. So yes, the 70s-tastic deck, exactly. Oh, yep, Grace Slick. Exactly. All right. He-Man. All right. So, okay. So let me see if I can get any actual. Let me go all the way back up so I can get some actual questions. When you said the 70s, I was afraid they'd be all avocado and harvest gold all the time. Hey, I'll be honest, I'm a sucker for, I mean, look at the channel. My mother always had a very orange kitchen. Even into the 80s, she had some heavily orange wallpaper. And that orange, I love that orange. Because it's avocado, green, harvest gold. And it was just orange? And didn't it have a specific name? Hey, I think the Seven of Pentacles is my first husband, Clotho is saying. I love it. No George Harrison. Well, maybe something will come up. Okay. Oh, Alexandra says she just ordered her Sister the Housewife deck. Well, that's good. That's good. All right. States that open up early, will they play with the numbers to look good? Let me copy that down. I even wore my green nails for the first, my dark green nails for the first time, so I blend. Let me see, looking for Journey. Yes. Although my favorite Journey song is from the 80s. Someday love will find you. But anyway. Okay, scrolling. I'm trying to get to your questions. If you have any political questions, just put them in all caps. There was the three card of the three sisters. I'm the youngest of three girls, so I don't have any brothers. So I do like that one. Will McConnell get away with more, or are his days numbered? Dave is asking. I'll add that to the list. Oh, Boo Boo. Hi. How you doing? How are you doing, sweetheart? Okay, let's see here. Scroll back up. Is Trump too busy to eat? Kathy? Why on earth? Why on earth would you think he's not eating? I mean, come on. Okay, Queen, yes. Ramones, Pink Floyd. I'll be honest, I know it's sacrilege, but I don't like Pink Floyd. I know it's sacrilege. You can be mad at me. I understand, but I like, The Wall is iconic, and I get it, but beyond that, it's not. But you cue up some Heart, I'm there. You cue up some Kenny Loggins, yeah. Some Michael McDonald, I'm there in spades. His staff says he's so busy he forgets to eat lunch. Really? Oh my gosh. Oh gosh, I've got to read on this. Hello, precious. Hello, cupcake. Little fuzzy white cupcake. All right. Okay, that's where we're starting, because we need to. That's a good question to break this deck in with. I have not used this deck yet. This is the first. Hotel California, Maiden, Eagles, Jackson 5. Yep. Fleetwood. Yep. When I was growing up, my hero was I had several heroes. My mother, Mr. Rogers, Carolyn Jones. Reruns of the Addams Family from the 60s. It was in black and white. But can we give it up for Linda Carter as Wonder Woman? And just in general, because she could sing so beautifully, and she could do so much. But she was strong, and yeah, Linda Carter is awesome. This is the Morgan-Greer Tarot Deck, and I'll put the link in. I should have put the link in the description. I'll do that right after this. Okay. Partridge Family, absolutely. Trending on Twitter. Oh, that Trump's not eating? We're starting there. All right, 70s-tastic. Welcome to 2020. It's time to come in off the commune, because time to come in off the commune. We're in 2020 now. Although technically some of us may end up in communes because we can't afford to live any other way. But also and this sounds silly, but do let me know if there's some nakedness in this deck, and there's a bit of nudity, and if that offends you, please put it in the comments underneath the video, because if I'm offending people with this, because I like to keep a clean channel, but if it's offending you, I do want to know, and I'm not averse to taking a Sharpie, to giving some women some cool 70s black bikinis. So, okay. Is 45 humiliated yet? Does he know the world is shaking their head at him? That's a good question. Will Trump resign and move to Florida to avoid New York prosecution? He can't. You can't just go to a different state. It doesn't. They will come and get you. Trump not eating. Is so with the idea of Trump not eating is it, did someone in the White House say that? Did he say that? Will it ever be revealed how much Governor Kemp in Georgia engineered the election? Good question. Kathy, what is love? I hear is the one from the 90s. What is love? Okay. Okay, and no Sharpie, Adam. Leave them au naturel. I understand, but there are some people who I don't want to offend people, and I don't want to get demonetized. Oh, Moonstone Vision. Is Trump taking speed to not eat? There's the rub. That's the question. Pismo saying, Autumn, you have to admit the authorities going to Florida, dragging Trump back to New York is an amusing mental image. I'm not going to say I don't like it. Trump not eating. Yeah, because that's really what we need in life is we need a commander-in-chief who may be taking speed. Trump tweeted, he was working so hard he forgets to eat. Okay, let's just read on that because I can't. Oh, I can't wait to go to Twitter. Oh, I can't wait to go to Twitter. They have got to be. Boy, it's got to be. Man. Crazy cat. Lady Farley. T could stand to lose a few pounds. Well, I mean, in that sense, I could stand to lose a few pounds. But, we killed the tarot reader. Yes. Yes. Oh, bringing the West Point cadets back. Is that a good idea? No. No, Rob, it's not. It's really, really not. It's hard work covering your tracks. Okay, so we're starting late today, but okay, we are at almost 29. So is Trump not eating? Perhaps taking something to so that he's not hungry, because we know he's not working hard. We know that. Renee's saying, all I can say is my chin is happy he's not holding pressers. The bruise is still healing. Yes, I understand. Hello, everybody. Okay. Okay, let me reach out for this energy. Actually, I need to take another sip of this because I'm kind of hungry and I don't want to conflate. I don't want to conflate what I'm feeling for what he's feeling. So, sorry. And I didn't think I would be reading on this. All right. Let me reach out for Trump's energy. The question earlier was does he feel humiliated? Yes. That's, if you see, the thing about narcissists is they have no shame in general. They have no shame about what they do. However, he cannot handle people laughing at him. Ooh, can you smell the greasy hamburgers? Reasonable question, Salome. Let me see. So, and it's all bravado and bluster, and I'm reaching out and I'm trying to feel that energy, and I'm wondering if he was feeling diminished or he was feeling smaller, like, because your energy field closes in when you're being laughed at. But no, he's just like, even more in my face. Stinking of Aquanet to high heaven. And that suit, I don't care how much he paid for that suit. That suit is tacky. That suit is bad. It's bravado. Okay, but he said he's not eating. So what's going on with the eating? I'm getting that, you know how I often get in the Rider-Waite deck, I get the Page of Swords for Trump, kind of how he views himself. As that young and fit and with a massive flip of blonde hair. That's kind of, yeah, he's thinking, I could look like that again. You didn't look like that in the first place, but okay. So what's going on with the eating, Trump? He's feeling humiliated. People reporting that he's not working. And he'll go out and say, it's fake news, it's not true, this is not true, and he's happy to jump on that whenever. But the reality is this actually hurts because he really is that lazy. All right, we have the Nine of Wands. And Trump can go about his day because certainly in the Halloween deck, I get this Nine of Wands is this row of that protects him, this wall of Republicans that protect him. And as long as he's, carrying the banner, carrying the, showing that he's a part of the team, they're protecting him. He is very protected. Seven of, that's pretty much a card of him, the card of illusion and delusion. Two of Wands, this is communication. This is his lies, communicating lies. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the middle, sitting pretty is right in the middle. Four of Cups, which is nostalgia. No, sorry, Six of Cups is nostalgia. Sorry, I'm having trouble the details. I'm just trying to kind of get it all out. I can read Roman numerals, and I know this is the six. It just, And the Page of Rods. And I just cannot look at that without thinking that rod looks like a guitar, and he's in a band. But anyway, these are, I've got three cards here of communication. And he's, his money isn't helping him right now. Matter of fact, his business feels like it's taking a hit. But this nostalgia of, I'm not this old fat lazy person. I've always been, and I don't know if you've ever had a situation where, you were feeling like I need to get myself together, and you kind of pulled back to, thought back to when you were, as you were growing up and as a young adult, and what things did you do to get things done, and but this is all about communications, and him controlling the communication, and him lying through his teeth and being able to get away with it because he's so protected. But that doesn't necessarily answer the eating question. Was it just a lie? Actually, maybe it did answer the eating question, but was it just a lie? And I feel a little bit like I'm wrestling. When you make something and you give it a name, it kind of has it's like creating a life in the astral. Businesses, like there is a spirit of like Microsoft or Apple Corporation or a widely used tarot deck. There's a very, very strong Rider-Waite tarot deck ball of energy on the other side. It can be a thought form, you can call it all different kinds of things. But everything that's created, organized, and named has some amount of blob of energy on the other side, big or small. And the more people think about it and have emotions about it and what have you, the bigger it gets, the stronger it gets. But anyway, a lot of decks, especially decks where the person really liked tarot, really studied it, they tend to have strong thought forms. There are, and you'd think, well, why would somebody make a deck if they don't read tarot? Because they can, because it's an art form, because they want to make some money. There's another deck I've been looking at, and I love how inclusive it is. I love how inclusive it is, but the energy is kind of weak. So, and this, I feel like I'm having to wrestle the energy a little bit into the modern era. But what's with the eating thing? And apparently today I'm going to show you my new deck and just read on Trump. What's going on with the eating thing? I'm so busy I'm forgetting to eat. Are you eating? Oh, it feels like that should be that. Are you eating? Are you taking things so you don't feel like eating? And a 1970s tarot deck should be perfectly capable of handling that energy. All right, we have the Eight of Cups. The key, he's working, but in the same way that back when he was being interviewed for one of his books or what have you, because of course he doesn't write it, he has somebody else write it. But he spent like the day with this person, and he spent a huge chunk of the day flipping through those books you get with fabric swatches. And it's like, well, don't you have an interior decorator? Don't you have people to do this? Don't you have more important things to do? But no, he's just spent hour after hour after hour looking at the fabric swatches or the wallpaper, or there's no there isn't. All right, why is he not eating? Knight of Swords. Well, Knight of Swords, the swords I've been getting for the administrative side of medical stuff. Queen of Swords, again, administrative side. Oh, that's Burks, bricks, whatever. And the Ten of Wands, the burden of this situation. But he's not carrying it. He's not carrying it. Come on. So is he not eating because he's taking something to not feel? Two of Cups, Three of Cups, Knight of Cups. These are the cards of the party. And literally the only thing that could be more saying yes would literally be like the Seven of Cups or something, or the Devil. But this is human level. This is his choice to feel good, to get the dopamine rushes, because he doesn't have the young, beautiful women looking at him like they used to. Okay, of course he goes to rallies and what have you, but they're not quite the same. But this Knight of Cups, that's actively taking something. This partnership card, this is definitely the energy of taking something and being in your emotions. And then you'll notice the other one, it's like he wasn't even there. Autumn wrong era, I can't remember. Queen of Swords, Linda Ronstadt. Yes, Mims. Yes, I agree. Steve Haggerty. Let's see. There were a lot of parties in the 70s, never ending. He'll always have Stephen Miller to eat. Not saying that might not be a fitting end, but no. It's a good question. It's a good question, Bismo. And yes, I know there are seriously super, super important things happening, but sometimes it's good to just... All right, so one of those 3 cards is he taking something. All right, now we get the King of Cups. Page of Swords, 10 of Swords, the Empress. He's been humiliated in front of the country. He took a little bit of information and it backfired on him in a big way. It just added to the political swords stuck in his political back. And he did it in front of America, especially women, because he cannot stand women laughing at him. I mean, nobody likes to be laughed at, but yeah. And this is... Yeah. I don't think I even need to tell you, don't believe a word he says. But... does Trump know tarot readers are reading on him? Consciously, I doubt it, but I'll just throw a couple cards on that. Let me just shuffle here for a second. It is still a new deck. I hope it ages well. The paper seems okay. It's not quite as thick as I would like, but it's not bad. I've dealt with worse. Okay, so right now we're at 43. Does Trump know tarot readers are reading on him? I also want to know, does his spirit react or know about the people who are I'll just say casting spells. They're on him. I ran across something last night I was reading about, and it was talking about the Wiccan community is throwing all kind of binding spells on him. So let's see, 43. Oh, she's more like 44 now. Okay. Does Trump know that tarot readers are reading on him? So really I'm reaching for Trump's spirit. Hello, Trump's spirit. Oh, gosh. You thought Trump's heart was 3 sizes too small. His spirit is half the size that it should be. Not reaching for the man, I'm reaching for his actual spirit. He's so diminished it. And it's carrying the trauma from his childhood. His father was very cruel. Very cruel. But he would tell his mother, it's unfair, and go crying to his mother, who actually would help him a little, not always. Which is why he's still whining in his 70s. So, does Trump know that, does the Spirit, do you know that tarot readers are reading on, does Trump know that tarot readers are reading on him? It comes with being the president. It comes with being the leader. Queen of, I think he's actually heard something about it. Queen of Wands, Devil, and the Page of Pentacles. There are a lot of women who are trying to influence him. This is also traditionally the card of Pelosi. She's not doing anything. I'm just saying there's that energy there, which also goes along with the, you know, when you're the leader, these things can happen. But it's all, he would say, the people around him would say, that's the devil work, you know. We would say, no, 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 you're doing the devil's work. So that's right in the middle. And then we have the Page of Pentacles, which is Kushner and Jr. and Javanka and all of them. They've heard things. They've heard things, but they dismiss them. And if he gets the evangelicals in to pray over him and do things as wild as any New Age person, but that's different because they're Christian. Actually, 47. I think let me rephrase this. I think we should ask. Are the spells cast, which is basically just shooting a bundle of energy at somebody, are the spells cast against Trump having any effect? It's not affect. Affect is a verb. Effect is the... Anyway. That would definitely be the card for the reading, Wheel of Fortune. Okay, the energy. I know there are a lot of prayers for him, for Trump, but the people who are casting bad energy or trying to bind, I don't even know that it's all bad energy. It can just be binding. I will sometimes imagine I will just imagine a giant round mirror, like his feet stick out the bottom, but there's this gargantuan mirror, a bubble. But it's this bubble all around him, but it's a mirrored surface facing in. So he can look at himself. He likes that. But I picture it as whatever energy he gives off will hopefully rebound against him. Instead of going out and hurting people, hurting those poor kids, hurting those poor people, that whatever energy he gives out, he's going to have to deal with sooner. That's what I picture. And if he was nice, if he was trying to be nice, if he was making any effort to be nice things would happen to him. But he's not. But is it having any effect? All of the binding, the rituals, and there are a lot more than we know about. Lots of full moon rituals, lots of prayers in every religion to get rid of him. The energy around him spiritually is very oppressive. There's a lot coming down on him. Yeah, keep him from doing further harm. Page of Wands, Queen of Wands. Oh, the Hobbit. That's the 9 of Cups, a 6 of Wands, that is the victory card. And the Ten of Swords. Well, yes. Actually, what it is that even being so supportive and sending positive energy to his quote-unquote enemies, like Nancy Pelosi, really, it ends up making the situation more oppressive for Trump himself. And his businesses, people not going to his businesses, that of course has an effect. And I'm the president, I'm the president, I'm the president. But for what it's worth, he's not going to be a two-term president. And he gets away with a lot. He has a very lucky Jupiter in his chart. That's a very influential lucky Jupiter in his chart. But it's not going to end well for him politically. It's really not. So, if anything, I would recommend, if anybody cares, I would recommend not getting yourself a Trump voodoo doll, not doing, well, maybe a binding spell if he harm none, in he harm none, in I harm none, in he harm none. I think that's right on that. It's right on that edge. But if anything, channel positive energy, and channel all kind of positive energy at Schumer, Pelosi, Schiff, Biden. Pick somebody you like, and if you're going to do anything where you're sending energy spiritually at somebody, if for the highest good of all with harm to none, yep, then empower the people who are in a position to fight him, to stand up against him. And I'm also a big believer in a rising tide raises all boats, that the more positive energy you put in the world, the better. All right, I'm at, because I got a late start, it's almost 1 o'clock, but this is saying I'm only at 50, like 52 and a half. So what else have we got here? 52, well, let's just put to 53. Does Trump know that the world is laughing at him, is humiliated? I think so, but is he especially humiliated? Not just because of that, but just the overall, he's been made to look bad. He so wants approval in the media, and he's not getting much of it. Matter of fact, Fox News isn't being as, is the word obsequious? Am I using that correctly? Insult to injury. That's how he views it. Ace of Pentacles, Four of Cups, Knight of Swords. Oh, he's so mad at the medical people who are getting all kinds of instant credibility, and people listen to them and they don't want to hear what he has to say. The Magician and the Four of Pentacles. Well, we know he's a miser. And I'm the only one who can fix it. I'm the only one who can fix it. But he doesn't share. He doesn't help others. He doesn't. And the active work of going out, the night, the active energy, that's being done by others. He just wants more, and he wants more money. He wants more accolades. He wants more emotion being offered to him, good emotion, and he wants people kowtowing, and it's not happening, and it's getting to him. It feels like it's getting to him more than normal. Back of the new cards reminds me of the Spirit of 76. Exactly, Bismo. I said that right at the beginning. That it's very bicentennial. Love it. Okay, so McConnell is next. Oh, yay. I'll be so happy when I don't have to read on these guys anymore. Oh, there is a very funny Twitter account. Rate My Skype Room, I think it is. And yeah, it's very, very funny. There's some funny stuff on there. I'll just throw that out there. But McConnell, let me see here. Okay, will he get away with more, or are his political days numbered? Where are you? Sorry, I'm closing my eyes here for a second. Where are you? Sit up straight. Okay, Mitch. He is absolutely rabid to get Trump reelected. Because if Trump's reelected, the chances of him keeping the Senate are like a given. He's absolutely rabid. Thank you, Deborah. I appreciate that. Kathy saying, oh, Trump wants a Nobel Peace Prize. Yes, because he doesn't realize that Nobel was a person. He keeps calling it the Nobel Peace Prize. McConnell. Do you know your days are numbered? Oh, no, they're not. I stood up to a president. You know, even his spirit saying, I stood up to a president. Well, good for you. He's so full of himself. Seriously, if he could... The energy around him is the awe and fear. He's like almost crafted it into... I'm not good with words when I'm in the office state. What's the thing that they put a ruler on and then 4 people stand at the corners and hold it up? Is that a beer? B-I-E-R? No. But it's almost like he's crafted mentally. It's like that's what the energy around him, that's how he wants it to be. And see everybody who bows to him, who opens doors for him, who's whatever you say, who's afraid of him, or he thinks is afraid of him, then it just feeds that idea. 8 of Cups. Making the base happy, but he hasn't quite done what he wants to. McConnell thinks he has more power than God, yes. Even like the tax cuts, that's not as important to him as the judges. But, all right, 10 of Pentacles, 9 of Swords, 5 of Pentacles. Oh, this pandemic's really messing with his plans. 8 of Wands, and the Hermit. Ha! There's going to be so much coming against him because he wasn't helping the people. He wasn't helping the sick, the really small businesses that don't have access to big banks, who don't have established relationships with big banks and can't get them. And the people who can't get, they can't walk into a bank anyway. They just, it's their whole area is underbanked, as it's called. There's so much that's going to come against him because he blew this. So on the one hand, it's like tax cuts, make the rich richer, get conservative judges who will stop civil liberties. But this was the game changer. This was the game changer right there. Yeah. So, is he gonna try to get some more cruel, selfish, self-serving policies through. Is he going to try? Is he going to do more damage? Is McConnell going to do more damage? Is he going to get more horrible things through? McConnell going to do more damage. Oh, here comes the sun. Doo-doo-doo-doo. For, yeah, not giving out money to the people who really need it. Just to people who will donate huge amounts of money to him. So 4 of Pentacles, insult to injury, 5 of Swords. Hanged Man, this is going to bite him. High Priestess, it's higher wisdom. People tapping into their higher wisdom against him. And the 6 of Wands, which is the it's the victory card, but it's not. This higher wisdom being trapped in, that's McConnell. He decided to be a miser and to insult people and make enemies and not work with others and be completely full of himself, which leaves you very isolated, which is not a good thing in politics at all. Let the sun shine. Yes, cat. But this is the people using higher wisdom to elect someone new, to get it doesn't feel like a victory for, no, it doesn't feel like a victory for, but let me see, is that a victory for McConnell, or is that a victory for his opponents, or a victory for Trump, or a victory for Biden, or a victory for a partridge in a pear tree? Hanged Man, right again, right in the middle. He's done. Ineffective. 2 of Wands, that's communications. Again, insult to injury, 5 of Swords, heartbreak, 3 of Swords. He's done. He's done. Oh, happy day. He's done. Yay! G-Day saying every time McConnell gets another judge confirmed, he does damage. I seriously just glanced at that, and I guess my brain's being very silly because my brain said that it was telling me that what that said was every time McConnell gets another judge confirmed, an angel loses its wings. That's what came to mind. And the states that open up early, will they mess with the numbers? Okay. 104. Let's just do that. The states. Okay, the states opening up. Are they going to mess with the numbers? Oh my gosh, have you guys seen the picture of the nail salon that opened up? I think it was in Georgia. And it's completely, it's really full, but what they did is they hung clear shower curtains between like 2, so there's 2 rows, and there's the people working are kind of in the middle, and then patrons are on the outside, nails over here and feet over here, and hands over here and feet over here, but they just hung all of these sheer shower curtains. They're gonna mess with the numbers. Mess with the numbers. I also read that 2 things. One, it turns out that having had it once does not give you immunity. And number 2, people, they're finding a huge spike in people in their 30s, 40s, 50s, what have you, having strokes when they get it, when they get the virus. So if you find yourself slurred speech, deadness in any, if you're feeling a slow reaction in some part of your body, call an ambulance. Get to a hospital every minute. Literally every minute is brain cells you will be saving. Okay, so I just want to throw that out there. Don't ignore it. Don't be like, well, that must be. No, err on the side of literally saving your brain. Anyway, asymptomatic and having strokes, yes. Okay, are they going to mess with the numbers? That's a Queen of Swords. So actually that's like CDC. Magician. There he is again. Sweet baby Burt Reynolds. Jesus. I shouldn't make that. I'm sorry if that joke offends you. I don't mean it to. I'm just being silly. Oh dear. This is the governor opening up. The people will take charge. We're, rugged individuality. No, people are suffering. Queen of Wands. Victory card again. Page of Wands. These are all wand cards. All right, this is the decision to open things back up again, but there are so many people suffering. That's a lot of effort, is actually what that feels like. It just feels like a huge amount of cleaning, more cleaning after that. So much effort cleaning. Are they going to mess with the numbers? I don't think they're really going to be able to, because there are too many people watching it. But are the numbers going to be astronomical? That's George Harrison, my sweet lord, yes. Let me... It's 07. Numbers, astro, cool. All right, will the states that are opening up, are there... Oh, right at the bottom of the deck I've got the Wheel of Fortune. Sometimes you're up, sometimes you're down, and it just keeps moving. And sometimes it's better to not move, but they are. Yeah, some of the protesters have said things like, "Well, if you're sick, just stay home. If you're not sick, go to work." It's like, oh boy, you really are you just not the sharpest knife in the drawer, or you just don't care about other people? Okay, are in the states that are opening up in general, are the number of cases going to skyrocket? Are they going to go high up? Well, that is the cruise ship card. That's the card, I guess I used to call it the cruise ship card, because of the people in the right or wait. It's the people standing here. It's like they've gone on a cruise, but they've stopped at a port to go in and buy some souvenirs or what have you. This can also be the card of Mar-a-Lago. But you know what happened with the cruise ships? All right, we have the World card. Sharing. The world shared. Yes, they did. Oh, look at that magnificent mustache. Look, those golden locks. Wow. Chariot right in the middle. 10 of Cups. Families making decisions. Two of Swords. Families having to make decisions. Not nice decisions. Not nice decisions. Decisions about people they love. Because the world shared the illness with us, and right in the middle, it spreads. it moves, it spreads, it spreads, it spreads, and you end up making people having to make really horrendous decisions about people they love, family members, parents, kids. Yeah, this is the dumbest thing ever. And it makes me crazy. Makes me crazy. The hill even looks like a cruise ship if you were looking at it from the front. Yes, Clotho, I agree. All right, I am actually really tired, to be honest, and I've been on for an hour and 10. So, but I will be back tomorrow, and we're going to cover more. And I thank you so much for joining me, because this was fun. This wasn't just a normal, because I love the normal thing. I love doing this. You guys are fantastic. But just showing you this deck, it's so great to share this with you. So, it's just, I wonder, since I was born in the early 70s, I always wonder if I'm going to see the tricentennial. But we'll see. All right, everybody, and thank you so much. Yes, thank you to our troll slayers. Thank you to, we have the best moderators on the internet. Thank you. Oh, Renee saying my work emailed me no-go until at least June. Yeesh, yeesh. All right, you guys have a great day. Thank you so much for being here. It was a lot of fun. You guys hang in there. I'll be back tomorrow, okay? All right. Take care.